Hi guys, this is Hamilcar, and it's time for set 5 between KTF and Samson Khan. And we're in for a really good game here, I think, between Luxury, who's been on a tear in the last two games, beating JB and then Great, and Stork, who is arguably the best player for Samson Khan. Certainly one of their three great players between him, Jangbi, and Firebat Hero. And he's going to try to avenge the defeat of Samson Khan's other Protoss ace. Luxury is a very good Zerg player. Hasn't been performing quite up to snuff lately, but he's been doing very well in this set. Played a great game against JB on Destination, got early map control, and didn't let JB claim a third base, and basically starved JB out over the course of about 10 or 15 minutes of just very good, solid contain play. And then played a pretty good ZVZ on Rush Hour 3 against Great, who went for a really non-standard build with very late Mutalisks and Spore colonies for defense, and then tried to go in Hive Tech. And it didn't quite work, and Luxury countered it well. So, at any rate, this should be a good game, though. This is on Medusa, and we've seen a lot of PVZs here, and it's become fairly standard. Typically, the Zerg will get out some early lings and try to put some pressure on those temples, and the Protoss player will put up a pylon cannon, and the Zerg player will go for Hydras and put some pressure on the front door, and then maybe go for Lurkers and try to bust in through the temples and stream Hydralisks up into the back, and the Protoss player will have Reavers and try to defend. And anyhow, we've seen a lot of games on this map that follow a very similar pattern. So we'll see whether it repeats in this game. Stork putting down the pylon for the standard fast expand, and he's going to head south to scout Luxury. Luxury in green. I think green is a nice color. Some of the colors in StarCraft, in the StarCraft palette, are sort of boring. The off-white and yellow and to a certain extent, a red. I don't know. So some of the colors are not all that interesting. But I like seeing players in green or teal or purple. I think those are the cool colors. So anyhow, Luxury's in green, and let's hope that works out well for him. Stork is going to play it safe and put down the forge. He hasn't seen Luxury's base yet, so he doesn't want to be caught off guard by early lings. It looks like that's a smart move, because Luxury's not put down his 12 hatch yet. He's going for 9 pool gas, and he's gonna put some early pressure on. We'll see if he goes fast layer off that gas. I guess he'll probably have to, and go for some sort of quick tech rush. Stork's gonna see that it's coming, and he's putting cannons down now to defend against the lings. We'll see how he responds to the prospect of tech. And it looks like the drones have stopped mining gas, so maybe that Luxury's going for quick speed. If he is, that'll be interesting. Stork will have to set up a good front door to keep those lings from getting a run by done. Luxury could try to just bust through the back with pure speedlings, but it takes quite a while for Zerglings to take down those temples, especially in the early game. And Probe doing a relatively good job of blocking that expansion, given that there's 6 Zerglings chasing it, but it is going to go down. So, and it looks like the Nexus goes down at just about the same time. So, relatively standard early game on this map. Now Stork is going out, and I don't know what this probe is going to do. Just sort of sitting there for some reason. Thought he might still try something clever with the temples, but no, the probe's going to be spotted out. What he might try is or might have been intending to try, is the pylon trick, where you put a pylon on that little space of open buildable ground. Now there's some lings going for the run by, but they're going to be chased off, and then trick the probe through over the temples and get the scout in through the back. Luxury does have Zergling speed up now, so now he's going to try the run by. There are 2 cannons there. He's by with quite a few Zerglings. He gets 4 Zerglings into the base. So those cannons doing quite a bit of damage and pretty good probe blocking by Stork. We'll see whether Luxury is able to take down some of these probes. Stork's... oh, wow, that pylon. If that pylon goes down, Stork's going to be in trouble. The Ling's pulling back. Stork's playing very cautious, using all of his probes, which means that he's losing quite a bit of mining time. Pulling more probes back. Hasn't lost any... well, has lost 1 probe so far. But once that cannon warps in, he'll be relatively safe at his main. So Luxury's not going for the pylon anymore. He's just going to try to take down probes. He takes down a second one. Oh, but letting his Lings get tangled up there. He takes down a 3rd probe. So, decent arrest overall. Oh, if Luxury lets that Overlord die, that'll be bad. Oh, but taking advantage of the fact that the cannon is targeting the Overlord to run in. Oh, wow, the cannon goes down, and he doesn't even manage to pick off a probe. So, Luxury had a good thing going for him there with that harass, but he lost some of that advantage with the death of that Overlord. And I cast an earlier game of his in an earlier set between KTF and SKT where he did something similarly sloppy, just let an Overlord be killed by cannons. So he ought to be a little bit more careful about that because Overlords do make a big difference, especially in the early game. Lair Tech now going down, so there will be some sort of tech switch, maybe mutas, maybe lurkers. Or maybe just Hydras plus Spire for Scourge. But we'll see. That it looks like Luxury has taken the mineral only behind his base, or has at least planted down a hatchery there. Meanwhile, Stork's got his first Zealot out, and he's going to start teching pretty soon, probably get some Corsairs out. Spire is going down. And I don't know, I never seem to be able to call these builds correctly. Probably a function of the fact that I don't play Zerg, so I don't know what the timing for these builds is supposed to look like. But I'm not sure whether that Spire's for Mutalisks or just for Scourge going into Hydralisks, or whether he's going to go for Scourge plus Lurkers. I don't know, we don't see that very often, but in any event, we'll see soon enough whether Hydralisk Den goes down. Stork preemptively putting a cannon behind those temples, and he